on this. I'm joined by the MEC, Themba Mthembu. MEC, good evening. Thanks very much for your time. Not a flattering picture of your department you've painted today, that it has parasitic networks, as you call them, which have caused major damage within the department, and there appears to be visible footprints of a captured department by these parasitic networks.
Of course, good evening, Vuyo. Of course, this is what we said. We need to be responsible and share the challenges that we have in the department. As you know, Vuyo, currently there is a sitting commission on state capture. This is an evidence of how widespread this thing is in our institutions.
Now, so widespread is this problem that it doesn't seem, you think, that taking out a few people will actually resolve the problems or solve the problems that you have identified. You are likening it to a damaged organ that you say cannot be fixed, needs a total transplant. That, to me, suggests that you are saying everyone who's in that department needs to be chucked out and new people need to come in, and that's the only way you can solve the problem.
In fact, we're just giving a picture of how wide is the problem in the department. There are very good workers that we do have in the department. In fact, we can say if it was not for those workers, then we are in a more serious situation in that department. That's why we need to thank those workers who stood on their own to ensure that the department is still able to deliver to the people. But you still find these stubborn characters who have found it as an entitlement to steal from the government. That is how the situation we are facing there. And this is what we are tackling right now in the department. And we are making headways, I must say.
Well, you're making headway, you say, but from the numbers that were given today, it doesn't look like everything seems to be in progress, or, investigations have begun and so on, but it doesn't look like you are anywhere near, or those investigations are anywhere near being completed. The department has 23 cases of either fraud or corruption on the database altogether. 11 investigations are underway. 5 hearings are in progress. 7 million has already gone missing. But nowhere did you say that you are near completing those, or some people have already been kicked out, or disciplinary proceedings has started, or anything like that.
Yes, Vuyo. The most fortunate part with us is that we are getting a very full support, particularly from the office of the Premier. That's why we are making a lot of headway, and we are very much certain that we will be successful in ridding the department of this scourge. But we have to be transparent and be able to tell people how serious the situation is. That's why we said we need to update the public.
Now, if these cases have been going on for a while, and the department has been in this unfortunate position for as long as many of you can remember, what hope do you have that with whatever progress you may say is being made, it will actually lead to prosecution? And because unless we know what made the situation, why there was no progress in the past, we can't be confident. You can't be as confident as you seem to be that things are going to change this time around.
I must say, right now there is SIU in the department, and also there are some cases that are investigated by the Hawks, and there have been an intervention by the provincial treasury. This is the first time that you get a multiple of investigation happening at the same time. So that's why we are so confident that we are going to make a big difference this time in fighting this maladministration and corruption in the department. So, and already there are some people who have left on their own. There are cases that have been referred, are being investigated by the Hawks. And also the very good thing is that we are getting a lot of cooperation from the employees themselves. So that is what is positive, a situation we are having right now in the department.
MEC, thank you very much for your time this evening. Themba Mthembu, KwaZulu Natal's Agriculture and Rural Development MEC, confident that this time around, because there are multiple investigations going on, the problem is indeed going to be dealt with. The department has 23 cases of either fraud or corruption on its database, 11 investigations underway, 5 hearings currently in progress, and millions of rands already missing.